So I mentioned this as in the product set. So it is email, it is Exchange 2007 being delivered as a service, it is SharePoint, the collaboration, so basic document management, or it could be creating a portal within your own environment to collaborate and communicate into your workforce more effectively. So the announcements or announcement of an AGM or a mission statement, you have an internal intranet presence to collaborate and to share information on. There's a lot more that SharePoint can do, and I'll get into more information later on. Online live meeting and office communications online. There's various factors that we've seen over the last 2 years as such that has impacted businesses and their ability to work regarding weather, snow. Ireland, you get a centimetre of snow on the road and everybody works from home and we can't go everywhere. Multinational companies, the impact in Iceland last year from a travel point of view, flights were cancelled or not running for a 3 or 4 week period of time. And then it gets down to at a local level where you have businesses who have take action points. They have an office in Cork, they have an office in Limerick, and they will have an office in Dublin. There will be travel involved. We provide as a service video and web conferencing, so you can cut down on the travel costs and then you can collaborate effectively, ad hocly, or on a scheduled basis. So if you have a weekly sales meeting or weekly team meeting, in your meeting invite it can be a link to the meeting, the video meeting, where you can share a PowerPoint, where you can edit the documents and collaborate in real time without any necessary travel. And then from a security point of view, we do provide web antivirus and spam filtering in front of the email product. So again, from a cost saving point of view, if you're using an appliance or you're using another service, we provide that as standard, as part of this offering as well. So there's elements here that you can see that you can take off, that you currently have with another vendor maybe or with another subscription. We provide these 5 key elements with the business productivity on this suite. Just to go into a bit of detail about what it is, so from an Exchange Online point of view, by default, we will provide everybody in the organisation a 25 gig mailbox. Now, I can see some smiles going, that's open to plenty of abuse and what are people keeping within their email. But if you think from a storage point of view or consideration what you need to have on premise to deliver that, we're giving this as a service. So 25 gigs, that's more than enough for even people within Microsoft who would receive thousands and thousands of emails a day. Now, that's the standard, but depending on your requirements, you can narrow it down to 100 megabytes or whatever you deem as appropriate to your organization. Another element here is mobility. So again, if you think of your traditional email systems that you have on premise, what do you need to use or to enable to get mobile access, to get email on your phone? There's a body of work there to be done regarding configuration and provisioning. We provide a full mobility aspect of the service as well. So if you're using Blackberries, we offer a Blackberry service as part of this. We can bring you over to our service. We also support iPhones, we support Android, we support Blackberry, and we support Windows Mobile. So any phones that you currently receive mobile email with, we can use on this service as well. That's the email. From a SharePoint point of view, it's collaboration, it is portal. So again, the age-old challenge that organizations have of collaborating on documentation or collaborating on proposals, everybody tends to send an attachment to somebody for their additions or further updates, and you have multiple copies. So it's one of the basic principles of document management. Send them the link to the information that they can collaborate on rather than the actual content, because you'll end up having multiple copies, duplicates, and you don't know who has the latest copy. So something like SharePoint, you have a document library, all the information on a project or a customer that you're working on can be stored there. And by using this, people can collaborate in more or less in real time, but they also can bring the content offline with them so they can work from home, and they have flexibility from a mobility point of view as well. Office Live Meeting is our video and web conferencing. So again, from your Outlook or from your desktop, you can just click a link, join in, and you can share out your desktop or share out the information that you want to collaborate on, both within your organisation and outside your organisation at a click of a button in a meeting request. And there's multiple advantages to this. You can allow people outside to externally collaborate with the document. You can give them control. They can edit it there and then, and it's done. There's no chasing after people for information or for updates. They can do it there and then in the context of that meeting. And then the final element is communications online. Instant messaging and presence. The ability to see within your organisation if people are available, if they're out of the office, or if they're currently busy. So this is real-time presence information so that if you do need an answer and they're available, you can send them a quick instant message and get the reply back there and then. The presence is quite nice as well because it's across all the products. So within Office and within SharePoint, the presence information is there as well as the client. So you have sort of the key integrated story for Microsoft, the key ability to see the resources that you need in real time. From a customer point of view, this is quite old, but I just want to give you some examples of the multinational companies who have moved over. Some of them have presence in Ireland, such as GlaxoSmithKline, Aviva, Philips. These are companies that since November 2008 have moved over to the online services. Now, to think of some local examples, the first customer to move over in Ireland was 80 Roaches, the Chernobyl Kids Fund. So they're 80 users in Dublin. They moved over within a couple of weeks of the product launching. Another charity, Concern Worldwide, they are based out of Ireland, but they're in 34 different countries. They have a really complex architecture because they're working in Africa, they're working in countries with very low bandwidth capabilities. They're moving all 1,600 users over to Exchange Online and then the full suite. I have an engineering company who the business told them that they wanted them to focus on a rollout of an ERP platform across the organization. And they didn't want them looking after their email environment and the file servers and the print servers. So they were told to go out and look at options. They were one of the first Exchange 2007 customers in Ireland. But the business told them to look at options, and now they've moved over to BPOS to get SharePoint Online and to get Exchange Online for the entire organization. But it allows the IT resources to focus on the rollout of SAP across the Eastern European countries and the Middle East, which they're currently focusing on. So what it's allowed customers to do is realign their resources to other key critical products rather than the traditional firefighting or the desktop or the help desk support that they currently do on a day-to-day basis. From a figures point of view, we currently have just over 400 customers on this platform and about 12,500 seats, unique seats of people using this since we launched in April 2009. And as I said, there is a definite appetite for this. The hosted email scenario has been asked by customers for years. Partners have had to make a decision to invest in data centers. We now provide this as a service for partners to manage on your behalf and take away certain key workloads.